Hello everyone, I hope you are all in a good condition. We are from Group 7. In this occasion, we like to present our material dealing with business culture in United Arab Emirates. So before we start to delivering our material, we like to introduce our team members. They are Anggun Prasasti, Anissa Nurul Azizah, Atina Arsyad Ibrahim, Azizah Lita, and Teresa Novindasari. So our content will be divided into 6 sections. So part 1 about the role in doing business will be delivered by me, Anggun Prasasti. Conversation etiquette will be delivered by Anissa. Gesture animic will be delivered by Atina. Outfit will be delivered by Azizia. Performance will be delivered by Teresa. And the last one, benefit and challenges, also do and don'ts, will be delivered by me, Anggun Prasasti. So before we start to deliver our material, we'd like to introduce our target country, the United Arab Emirates. So the United Arab Emirates, or known as the Emirates, it is located at the eastern and the end of Arabian Peninsula and shared border with Oman and Saudi Arabia, while having maritime borders in the Persian Gulf with Qatar and Iran. Abu Dhabi is the nation's capital, while Dubai is the most populous city, is an international city. The United Arab Emirates is an elective monarchy from the Federation of 7 Emirates, consisting of Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Dubai, Fujairah, Raj Al Khaimah, Sharjah, and Al Quwain. Why do business in Emirates? So there are 4 reasons why we do business in Emirates. The first one is ease of business. So the Emirates is seen as a prime launchpad of countries wishing to access markets around the world. It is geographical location and amicable time, and also along with English as the widely accepted language in there. And the second reason is from diversity to working. In recent years, through a push from QCC, the Regional Intergovernment Economic and Political Union, the Emirates has made a concerted effort to diversify its economy to become less dependent on oil and natural gas. And the third reason is economy with ambition. So to catalyze growth within specific industries, the Emirates Cabinet has introduced a number of incentives. The last reason is free zones. Free zone permit 100% foreign ownership and independently administered and governed by their own regulatory authorities. And this is our first content, the role in doing business in Emirates. Okay, first of all, you have to know on starting this, you have to know who will sponsor you. Be sure to analyze the market segment that you are interested in. After finding specific sponsor, you need to make a deal with it, which is mutually beneficial for both of you. Okay, and this is the step. So you have to registration in the free economic zone. Like every company that exists in Emirates belong to one of the 2 types: the local company and companies in the free economic zone. It is more profitable for you, for foreign entrepreneurs, to open business, of course, in free economic zone. And the second one is field of activity and type of registration. In Emirates, all companies are also divided by type of activity. So if your company is engaged in the provision and various services and the execution made to order work, it belongs to professional company. So there are several documents that you need to have when you open business in Emirates. The first one is permit and licenses. The second one is constituent document package. The third one is certificate of bank account opening. 4. Registration of company name. 5. Certificate of registration in the commercial register. And the last one is certificate of registration in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And the last one is bank selection. Our banking procedure will take up a lot of your time, including opening and checking account. Despite the fact that the banking system in Emirates is quite developed and well established, as almost all banks are cautious in working with foreign investors, especially those working on industrial projects. Next.
Okay, for the second about conversation etiquette in Emirates. Next. The first, what is the definition of conversation etiquette? So conversation etiquette means focusing on those with whom you are speaking, asking thoughtful questions, and making them feel like you listen to what they have to say. And business conversation ethic is most often taught during face-to-face interaction, but also relevant on the phone. And then the second is about purpose of knowing the rules of business conversation. A person who wants to achieve professional success must know the rule of decency to be able to keep himself or herself in a team and any situation and earn the respect and trust of colleagues and partners. And then the knowledge of modern rules and some tips on business etiquette in the Emirates, in particular, will have to avoid mistake and resolve conflict situation. And then modern entrepreneur understand that if you have a foreign partner, then you should know about the basic rule of etiquette overseas in order to effectively conduct your business overseas. Then the reason why you should know business etiquette ethics is because the Emirates is free economic zone is a very popular jurisdiction for foreign investor due to the absence of taxes, of withdrawal of capital, absence of duties, and other preference. Next. Now, from here, a set of basic business etiquette rules that will be useful to you in Emirates. The first one, use the official language of business communication in the region, that is Arabic. If you have business relationship with local, knowledge Arabic will be very useful. But if you don't know, communication with English is acceptable. And then personal contact are valuable more than remote communication. Just the correct form of greeting, greet the older person and then the rest of the group. And then about the time, Friday and Saturday are weekends in Muslim country. It should be considered in planning business, meeting, and communication. Also in the countries of Western Europe and in the Middle East, a slight delay is not considered a sign of disrespect. And then do not refuse food and drink is considered impolite. And also don't wear clothes showing the neck part of your body. About clothing would be specifically explained more in the next part. Next, about certain attitudes and behavior will make social interaction more comfortable. The first one is be kind and in the present. Avoid appearing brusque, impatient, and in a hurry. And then the second one is spending a bit of time to talking with someone next to you in queue, for example, may serve you well. Someone you meet informally may in fact have connection with a network that you need. You will find within the Muslim culture, people generally quite happy to help. And the third one is quite okay for Western women to chat or shake hands with a Muslim woman. She doesn't know, and humor is appreciated, but don't use profanity to or make unfavorable comments about religions and politics. And the fourth one is about be aware of properties between men and women. Never shake hands with the opposite gender who is Muslim unless they extend their hand first. And then the fifth one is among Muslim, and the left hand is reserved for body hygiene and considered unclean. The right hand should be used for eating, shaking hands, or handing an item such as a business card. It is considered an insult to use your left hand in this circumstance. Next. Business etiquette rules determine generally acceptable in order to behavior and communication in business. And then personal relationship and the key of business Emirates, because of this local business demands that you pay attention to small talk and socializing even at work meetings. And then having the right communication skill is key to good business etiquette in Emirates, because it's more conservative culture. Communication is more formal here.
And the next is about gesture and mimic. There are several common gestures people use in Uni Arab Emirates. The first one is moving your chin back and making a clicking noise with your tongue means no. And the second one is leaning your head back with your chin and eyebrows raised, also means no. And the third one is tilting your head to the side with a smile, usually means yes. And the fourth one is placing your right hand in your heart is a warm way to greet someone. And the fifth one is holding your hand out with the palm down while you move it up and down means to quiet down. And the sixth one is touching all your fingers together while you holding your hand when handouts mean to be patient. And the next one is holding your hand horizontal in your mouth while you biting. It means you are extremely frustrated. And the eighth one is quickly raise your eyebrows up and down with a serious face means something is not satisfactory. And the ninth one is flicking your hand outward away from your body means something or someone is not worth worrying about. And the last is about holding your hand outward with the palm down and then suddenly twisting it upwards, mean why or how. And the next slide is about sign and gesture that can be offensive in Uni Arab Emirates. The first one is the thumbs up, and the second one is pointing with the index finger, and the third one is crossing leg, and the fourth one is the fake. And the fifth one is the mauza or open palm. And the sixth one is greeting someone with your left hand. And the seventh one is checking your watch. And the last one is the okay because it's considered as the evil eye.
So the next one is about outfit. First, Dubai men wear a wide ankle-length shift known as a dishdasha and headcloth known as a kutra. Many local women wear a floor-length robe known as an abaya, which covers them from head to toe and often even covers their face except their eyes. Work attire in Dubai tends to be quite formal for foreign business people, so business suits are the norm. Women should dress modestly or conservatively, covering shoulders, upper arms, and knees. Women should refrain from wearing short skirts and low-neck attire when on business. This is especially important during Ramadan. There are some tips on how to dress for business in the Emirates. The first one is wear the right size. Wear a size that fits you. Don't wear clothes that too loose or too tight. And the second one is wear respectful clothing. Avoid wearing revealing clothes. Even if you are in public relations, you need to wear clothes that are not considered revealing. And the third one is look professional. Wear clothes that are acceptable. This ideally includes the suit, shirts and trousers, knee-length skirts and blouses for the ladies. And hoodies are not suited for work and neither are shorts for men. The fourth one is the traditional attire. It is advisable for you not to wear traditional clothes to work unless it is a special occasion or there is some international day being celebrated at work. And the last one is about the shoes and accessories. Wear office shoes and avoid flip-flops, sandals, platform shoes, gladiator shoes, spike high heels, or even sneakers. And experts also suggest you should avoid jewelry that is dangling and too sparkling.
For the next is about performance. Formal greetings and conversation. First, greetings. Acknowledge and greet the most senior person in the room first. Doing so is a sign of respect in the Muslim culture. And then the second one is business card. Attitudes toward business card are quite relaxed in the UAE. When giving your card, always make sure to do with your right hand as it is impolite to use your left. And then the third one is conversation. In conversation, it is always good to ask about the health and well-being of a counterpart family. Status is important and must be acknowledged by using the correct title when addressing someone. And then the last one is gift. When meeting potential client for the first time, it is a nice gesture to give a token gift. Similarly, it is always appropriate to give a gift when closing a deal. Gifts are also appropriate to mark big religious festivals such as Ramadan. And then meetings. First, the workplace. Since Islam is the country's national religion, Emirates along with other Muslims celebrate their day of worship every Friday. In the UAE, the work week is Sunday through Thursday, and the weekend is Friday and Saturday. And then use your Arabic. Having a team member who can speak Arabic is a major asset in the UAE. And then business in the boardrooms. First meetings tend to take place in a boardroom and offices of your prospective customer or at your hotel. And then the fourth one is time matters. Emirates are hardly ever late for business meetings, and your late arrival isn't going to strike the right chord. And then the last one is negotiating. Flexibility when negotiating is a key. You should already have a clear objective, but you should be able to alter it if need arises.
The next one is benefit and challenges. So there are some points or benefits in doing business in Emirates. The first one is gateway to unlimited support. The second one is information tax advantage. And the third one is negligible tax obligation. The fourth one is single window approvals. And the last one is strategies private for Asia and Europe business tapping. And the next slide will be the challenges in doing business in Emirates. So the challenges are, the first one is a greater business etiquette. The second one is preparing global community environment. The third and fourth is post-pandemic takeoff and acclimating to the new normal. And the fifth one is securing the future. So here we go to the last point about the tips while doing business in Emirates, do and don'ts. Do dress right, play nice and smile, do get out there, to explore the culture and immerse yourself in new tradition, do research and do some research, and then do not post about your achievement, do not expect meetings to go as planned, do not forget your manners, and the most important thing, do not forget to take it easy. And then the next slide is our references that you use to develop our material. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you so much for your kind attention. I hope our presentation will be benefits both of us, benefits you and benefit us too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.